Today, we are diving into Gameful Intelligence. It's a really fascinating new way to think about how to succeed in this wild new age of AI, and it's all based on the work of Dr. Elhanan Gazit. But to really get a grip on its impact, we first have to take a step back and see just how far we've come. To figure out where we're headed, you gotta know where you started. So picture this, it's 2010. For the top CEOs in the world, the very idea of AI avatars having conversations in virtual worlds, well, it wasn't just a new idea. As they said, it was basically science fiction. This was the absolute bleeding edge of what was possible. So let's hop in the time machine and rewind the clock. Let's see what that science fiction actually looked like not so long ago. What you're looking at here is the Pivot Avatar system. Back in 2010, this was an absolute game changer. It was a simulation generator that used AI bots inside virtual worlds like Second Life. And the goal? To train professionals, everyone from salespeople to doctors, on how to make tough decisions in really high-stress situations.
אנחנו מציגים את אבטר פיבוט, שהיא מערכת סימולציה לקבלת החלטות, שנעשית בעולם וירטואלי Second Life או כל עולם וירטואלי אחר.
זה מה שאנחנו רואים כאן.
מה שאנחנו רואים כאן
זה הסבר, עוד מעט נראה אותו מסתובב בפנים.
זה הדמות שהיא בעצם, איתה אתה פועל, איתה אתה מקבל החלטות. המאמן שלך יכול לתת לך תרחיש מסוים, שאת כל הדברים האלה עושים מבלי לצאת מהבית, עם דמות תלת-ממדית, שנמצאת בתוך עולם וירטואלי תלת-ממדי מרובה משתתפים.
חנן, מה הביג דיל? הלוא יש היום סימולטורים למטוסים, למטוסי קרב, לחלליות, לכל דבר יש סימולטור. למה סימולטור למקבל החלטות הוא שונה?
כאן המשתמש בעצמו או המאמן יכול ליצור את ההתרחשות או את הסצנריו שהוא מבקש, דבר אחד. דבר שני, מאחר שמאחורי כל אבטר עומד בן אדם אמיתי, אז אני יכול לעשות ניסוי בקבלת החלטות או אימון בקבלת החלטות בזמן אמת.
But here is the thing you have to understand. These early AIs were, for all intents and purposes, digital puppets. They ran on scripts that were written beforehand, using super simple, if this happens, then do that logic. They had no ability to improvise, they couldn't learn from a conversation, and they certainly couldn't adapt to anything that wasn't already in their code. Okay, now let's jump forward 16 years to today. And believe me, what's happened isn't just an upgrade, it's a completely different reality. I mean, the shift has been absolutely monumental. Just look at this. We've gone from programmed puppets to what you can only call creative partners. These new AI agents learn on the fly, they adapt, and they're powered by these massive pools of knowledge. And maybe the biggest change, what used to take weeks and cost a small fortune to build can now be done in minutes for pennies. And if you want an example of just how fast things have gotten, this is it. Not long ago, Dr. Gazit and his son decided to build a custom AI agent based on his book. It took them just 1 hour, and it cost less than 100 Israeli shekels. That is the insane, exponential leap we are living through right now. And this revolution, it isn't just about the technology itself. It has completely reshaped our entire world, from the music we listen to who holds the power in the global economy. Let's just take a quick walk through this timeline. Think about TV in 2010. You waited all week for your favorite show to air. Now, an AI could generate a personalized show just for you, based on how you're feeling. Or music. Back then, it was all about global superstars like Lady Gaga. Now, platforms like Suno can create a totally original song for you in seconds. The economy? It's flipped from being dominated by oil giants to being led by AI and tech companies like NVIDIA. And even video games have changed, from these fixed stories to dynamic worlds where the characters actually remember you, and the world changes based on your choices. So all of this rapid, dizzying change brings up a really important question. When the old rules just don't work anymore, what kind of thinking, what new type of intelligence do you need to not just survive, but to actually lead the way? And that is exactly where this new framework comes into the picture. It's a new approach that was literally born from the same world it's designed to help us navigate. This is Gameful Intelligence Team, or GI. Dr. Gazit coined the term to describe the mindset and the skill set that we need to really thrive in a world that is just in constant motion, a world powered by AI. So let's get into what this idea is really built on. Gameful Intelligence rests on 7 core assumptions. It all starts with recognizing that this AI era isn't just another tech trend, it's a full-blown revolution. It argues that the tech that powers video games is actually the engine driving all this AI innovation. And because of that, our old ways of measuring intelligence, like IQ and EQ, just aren't enough anymore. But here's the kicker. It reframes all those hours spent playing video games, not as a distraction, but as our secret training ground for developing the exact skills we need for this new world. Okay, so that's the big idea. But how do we actually use it? Well, Gameful Intelligence is built around 4 core, learnable skills that Dr. Gazit calls mega capabilities. Let's break them down one by one. First up is mega agency. This is all about learning to see yourself as both the main character and the director of your own life story. It's the ability to manage and direct a whole team of AI agents and digital versions of yourself to multiply your impact and achieve things on a scale that used to be impossible for just one person. Next up, we have mega creativity and creation. This one is a huge mental shift. It's about stop seeing AI as just another tool like a calculator or a search engine and starting to see it as a true creative partner. It's about brainstorming with an AI, co-creating things that were simply out of reach for a single person before.
The third capability is mega distributed crafting.
We live in a time where anyone can get an AI to spit out something that's, well, pretty generic. People are starting to call it AI slop. This capability is the exact opposite of that. It's the art of becoming a master craftsperson, using a whole suite of different AI tools to create work that's unique, high quality, and has your personal stamp on it. It's about making yourself irreplaceable. And that brings us to the fourth and final capability, mega disruptive Juloot. Now, this is a pretty cool term Dr. Gazit came up with. It combines jeu, the French word for game, with loot. It's all about developing a hacker's mindset. You look at the systems around you, find the cracks and hidden opportunities that everyone else is missing, and then you figure out how to loot them to get ahead. It's about creating your own advantage. So there you have it. We've traced the path from the simple AI puppets of 2010 all the way to the creative partners we have today. And we've walked through the Gameful Intelligence framework, which is basically a new map for this strange new territory. This quote from Andrej Karpathy just nails the moment we're in, doesn't it? This is not a time to sit on the sidelines and watch. The tools are right there. The opportunities are massive. And the only real way forward is to jump in and get your hands dirty. Which really just leaves us with one last thing to think about. The rules of the game, the pieces, even the board itself, it's all being redesigned in real time. So the question isn't if you're going to play anymore. The question is, how are you going to play? All of the concepts we've explored today are based on Dr. Elhanan Gazit's upcoming book, Gameful Intelligence, The Art of Thriving in the Age of AI, which is scheduled to be released in October 2026. And finally, for your information, here is the official notice regarding the copyright, trademarks, and AI transparency for the source material.